Literally, his time is money, so we got to roll.
The Crisco Kid Block Party.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, from a basement in Toronto to the tank, he's the Croatian Canadian powerhouse entrepreneur. I like to say the billion-dollar builder, best-selling author, and a cybersecurity leader that we all know and love. He's back for season 17 of ABC's Emmy Award-winning Shark Tank, which premiered this week, by the way, and now you can stream it on Hulu. He is also now leading AI data strategy at Zetaris. Please welcome to the show in Pitbull's Globalization, Robert Herjavec.
Thank you for having me.
I'm not kidding. When we say time is money, I know on the Shark Tank, they got to come in. Season 17, we're going right to it. What are you most excited about, sir?
What's amazing to me is even after 17 or 22 years is there's always constant new ideas. You know, the ingenuity of people is incredible. The passion and the hope never goes. People are as excited to come out there. It's like you said, time is money. We had over 200,000 people apply for the show this year. And out of that, we'll probably bring in 150. And so when you get out there and those doors open, people don't realize it's absolutely real. We know nothing about them. The average pitch is about an hour and it gets edited into 7 minutes. But when those doors open and you come out and it's on, like it is your chance to change your life.
150 people that are chosen out of 200,000, I believe is the number you said. I mean, when you look at the percentage and then you look at like, is there a better time to come in and kind of pitch? Because sometimes if you're doing talent competitions, it's like, all right, everybody's fresh when they're coming in. We're looking good. Or towards the end, you're feeling a little bit better because like, all right, we didn't get to pass so many through. Let's see what we can do with these last ones. Are people that are kind of going in the middle, are they just out of luck or what y'all's thinking in the process?
It's a great question. No one's ever asked me that. I think the worst day to pitch is the first day.
Oh.
Because the first day, we're all like, oh my gosh, 17 years. Why am I still here? We're all thinking about our businesses, where else we could be. And then you come out and we're a little rusty. But man, after the first few pitches, I think the best time to pitch is after lunch.
Yeah.
We're well fed. You know, sharks like to eat. So we're well fed. We're more open to listening.
I thought it would have been kind of like the opposite because you might get that itis where you're starting to listen to people after you ate. You're like, oh, I shouldn't have ate that. Italian food is so heavy right now.
Well, you got to, you know, the key to having a great pitch, I always tell people before you sell me on your idea or how great your product is and all of this other stuff, the first thing you have to sell is yourself. And I think that's so true in life. Like before you tell me about the product, the idea, the show, whatever, sell me on you. So for sure, after lunch, we're a little sleepy. So you got to bring that entertainment value up.
I've been watching the show for a while now, and I do see some products or some opportunities that might come in, and it seems like it might be kind of iffy. I know this is about business, but I know sometimes that there will be a shark that kind of bites because of their personality, right? Like you're saying, you're selling personalities, you're selling a brand, you're selling a voice of the brand and a face of the brand sometimes. So that does make a difference. I'm not just thinking it makes a difference. It really does.
It really does. And never underestimate the power of being nice. Like if you watch the show, some of those people come out and they don't know their numbers. And we're like, get out of here. You don't know your numbers. This is awful. And literally the next pitch will come out and they don't know their numbers. We're like, that's okay. We can hire an accounting person. And what's the difference? The difference is I have to buy into you because business changes, adaptability, things go wrong, poo-poo happens. But if I believe in you and I want to make that bet on you, you can change the business.
What is just like that ultimate deal killer? We know personality might be it. You're just tuned off by maybe they're too arrogant, too cocky when they walk in. The number might be too high. But so far for season 17, or just maybe in general, the ultimate deal killer where everyone, all the sharks just in agreement, you know, when you see this, it's just a red flag. It's done.
Yeah, great question. You said it. First of all is rudeness and arrogance. I need humble pride. I need you to be confident enough to believe in yourself. I don't want to invest in a wallflower, but I also don't want you to be arrogant. The second one is unrealistic dreams. Dreams are good, but there's got to be a sense of reality. So the one red flag we hate is when people come out and say, if I can just get 1% of 10% of a $30 billion business, people don't realize how long it takes. Before you tell me what you're going to do in 10 years, before you tell me how it's going to be 100 million, tell me how it's going to be 1 million.
Right.
Tell me the next step in front of you. People want shortcuts to success. People want to go from 0 to 100 miles an hour tomorrow. And that's for us is always a red flag. Because if you can't think about the minutia and the hard work you have to put in, you're going to skip steps, and that's not going to work.
I like that. Thank you for sharing. Speaking of this, let's go back inside the tank right quick. Knowing what you've already said, but just, I don't want to call it like a hack or just a cheat sheet. But if I'm coming in, we got the personality. We have the long-term vision. We know the plan here, right? We're kind of going against the grain. We kind of got our niche of where we want to be. But if we can automatically jump in the tank and we know we're going right in, we're looking for that shark. It might be Ollie, it might be one. All we need is one. What do we need to say? What do we need to do?
The biggest hack is don't make me believe in you. Show me sales. Because you know what sales are? Sales are other people believing you. I love when people come out and then they say, my product's going to do this, my service is going to do this. But you know what? Don't believe me. Look at what I've sold. So now I'm sitting there and you have third-party verification. That's what sales are. And when you're starting out, that is the most powerful thing.
Yeah, thank you for that. You're dropping the gems. He's giving you the cheat sheet. This is the code of what you need to know on Shark Tank so that you get them sharks leaning in, ready to go. Now, I do want to shift to technology right quick. We did kind of talk about that. I know you do leading global strategy now at Zetaris. What exactly are you doing in that data space, in the AI space, which is kind of more behind the front-facing AI of what we see, right? Can you just kind of break that down for the layman? We're just kind of like, what's going on?
So I think you're seeing AI in 3 phases. So the first phase is the consumer-facing, ChatGPT, Grok, all these applications we see that we have to pay for right now. The next wave is the applications. So you're seeing these AI companies for legal, for healthcare, nursing applications, and so on. And then the third wave is the infrastructure wave. What am I going to do with all that data? How do I get all that data to work? So I think we are at the very, very beginning stage. And what you're going to see over the next couple of years is all these consumer applications are going to become embedded within something. 5 years from now, we will no longer be talking about ChatGPT. You know why? It'll be part of something. The technology will become embedded in our browser, in everything we do. But I think you're going to see a massive shift in automation, in the way we interact with machines, with each other, and all of that kind of stuff. I think this will be the largest technological revolution we've ever seen.
Web3, remember a couple of years ago, it was like, hey, Web3 is going to be better. It's a different way to sign on and all that. It's supposed to be more secure. Are we going to see any Web3 integration more with AI as far as logging in, making sure our data is safe? Or is it just really focusing on the Web2 model, but just more AI integration? Or am I just getting that all wrong?
No, I don't. I think what you're seeing is you're seeing that Web3 and a lot of that technology is going to continue to grow, but it's going to become less relevant.
Got it.
Anything that can be made better with AI can also be more exposed with AI. So, like I think you're going to see in the future no such thing as passwords. In Australia, they just passed a social media law that kids under 16 are not allowed to access social media. Wow. The Australian Prime Minister were just at the UN talking about this. But you know what the biggest issue was? How do I know if you're under 16? What do I do? Get you to enter your age, which is, BS. That's so easy to hack. So what they're forcing media companies to do in Australia is have facial recognition on phones. And the facial recognition will see if you're under 16. It's great. How incredible is that as the power of technology? Now, here's the downside of that. With AI today, I can take a single picture of you and create a full stream video from a single picture.
Right.
So how do I know it's really you? Like if facial recognition is your password and I can copy your face so easily, what do I do?
Right.
But again, I'm a massive believer. Everything people are telling me that's bad about this, they told me the same thing about the internet. And it's such a massive enabler. I'm very bullish on the promise of it.
Robert, before we get out of here, because they're telling me to wrap up, I have a new kind of short book coming out here. It's really just about finding people's why they're still going, what's their motivation to still be pursuing to be the best, right? At this point of your career, you could retire. You could be done with AI. You could be done with the tank and all that, but you're still going, right? What is that why? What's motivating you right now?
Excellence. It's this book I'm reading about Cameron Hanes, and I'm a big David Goggins. I hate to use the word disciple because he wouldn't like that word, but I'm a big David Goggins fan. And I think you have two ways to lead your life. And either you wake up every day and you say everything's a miracle and you have incredible joy and perfection around it, or you don't. And I just want to do a little bit better every day. It's the 1% rule.
Robert Herjavec, thank you so much for joining us today. I really do appreciate you. Season 17 of Shark Tank. It is back streaming everywhere now on Hulu. And of course, you can check it out on ABC. Thank you very much for the combo today. Time is money. Get back to making that money, baby. Let's go.
Appreciate you.